The Fashion Week event in Pokemon Go is here. Well, maybe not here yet for you, but for most people, or some people, it is. So we're gonna get into everything that has to do with this event. I'm gonna give you my top tips. Before we get into it, we're gonna get over the roundup of the entire event. If you do wanna skip it, you can check out the timestamps in the scroll bar below. And then also, if you guys do need more raid battles, check out the Patreon or the Discord. Discord's gonna be totally free, get you more, but if you want priority access, you wanna get a lot more shinies, you can get it there. And I will be on twitch.tv/trainerclub hunting out this shiny Yveltal in Pokemon Go, so I can't wait to see you guys out there. So with that said, we have the Fashion Week going down from Tuesday, September 27th at 10 a.m. and that's gonna go all the way until Monday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. So there's some pretty cool stuff going on during this event, including some hidden bonuses that you guys are definitely gonna wanna check out. We're gonna have a brand new Pokemon making its debut, which is gonna be Marini, and then we're gonna have Toxicroak as well as the evolution. And then we are gonna have raids, we are gonna have eggs, we are gonna have spawns, field research, timed research, and more in Pokemon Go. So with all that said, let's get into my top tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 of the event is going to be looking at the spawns, the new costumes, and everything of the like. So in the wild, we are going to have Butterfree that has a hat. That's going to be number 1. Has a shiny, so definitely look out for that one. That one's going to be a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so catching that Pokemon is going to give you a guaranteed 2XL candy and increased Stardust. And then if it is going to be windy or rainy weather, it will be even more increased Stardust. So if you have those conditions and they're spawning quite frequently, obviously you can get the shiny, but it's a good potential for a star piece pop with those weather conditions. Additionally, we are going to have Murkrow, which does have a shiny. Murkrow going into Shadow Honchkrow is a pretty good dark type attacker, a little bit too glassy for my liking, but it does deliver a lot of DPS. However, the TDO misses out a little bit. Then we're gonna have Glameow, which has the shiny as well. We're gonna have Krogunk with the top hat that now can evolve into Toxicroak with the top hat, which is really cool. We're gonna have Blitzel coming back with the bow tie on it that can evolve into the Zebstrika. And then also we have Gothita that does not have a shiny as of yet. I'm expecting that probably this one will come out during the Halloween season. Let me know what you think. Frillish, no shiny. We have Furfrou, which has a shiny, and if you guys do want to know how to get all these shiny Furfrous, because there are a grand total of 10 of them, shiny forms, check them out over here. And then we have Marini as well. And then if you are lucky, there's going to be Diglett with a top hat that can evolve into Dugtrio. We have Kirlia with a top hat that does have an evolution as well. And then finally, we have Absol with a shiny. So let's look at some of the meta attackers, which we already talked about the Honchkrow. We also have the Absol, which is going to be a dark mega. Unfortunately, it isn't a dual typing and it's not the strongest dark type. And then in the wild, since Absol is not really relevant, it does have sunglasses denoted by Leak Duck for one of the graphics, so it's definitely going to be a valuable wild Pokemon to hunt now. And additionally, the other Pokemon that we're going to look at is going to be Kirlia. Kirlia is going to have Mega Gardevoir, and then it also can go into the Mega Gallade as well. Shadow Gardevoir, one of the top fairy types in the game as well. So that Pokemon is going to be great for XL Candy. And then as far as PvP Pokemon, we do have Toxicroak. It's going to be ranked 109 in the Great League with Counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge.
Look up. Look down. Look out. Look around. There's a plant up here.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I see that. At a 115-15, and then in the Ultra League, gonna be ranked 92 at a 0-15-12. And then from the Philish going into Jellicent was definitely more highly ranked than it is right now at a 115 in the Great League, but it is a pretty good Pokemon. I mean, it's kind of tanky, not really the funnest thing to fight. It's gonna get Hex. That's gonna be the one thing that's holding it back. If it ever does get a move change, it's definitely gonna be bumped up there. Bubble Beam, and then it's finally going to get Shadow Ball. % IV is going to be a 114-14. And then we have Toxapex, actually, that's going to be ranked 34 with Poison Jab, Brine, and Sludge Wave. It's going to be a 0-15-15 at level 40 and a half, so you will need just a slight amount of XL candies. However, in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 451, so it's not going to be relevant there. And beyond that, looking at the spawns, just hunt out these shiny costume Pokemon because they are always going to be definitely desired as the game does go on. When they become more rare, when new people start playing, they start becoming shiny collectors, so definitely do that. And not only that, for these spawns, I would just want to emphasize the importance of the Furfrou. For all of these shiny collectors out there, you're definitely going to want to focus on catching that Pokemon as much as possible, especially because after this event, it does not stay in Pokemon Go, which then going to lead us to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is just going to reference these 7-kilometer eggs. Honestly, most of these Pokemon are in the wild. I really don't like these eggs in particular, but I still want to reference them as well. There are 4 Pokemon spawning, I guess hatching from these eggs, which can be Diglett with the hat, Smoochum with the bow, which is going to be the rare Pokemon. You can actually get the Shinx with the top hat in there, and then you can get Croagunk with the top hat in there as well. So the one thing about the Shinx in there is kind of cool. Usually was a Pokemon that was going to be rated for, but at the same time, you know, those 4, I don't really think they're worth hatching those 7-kilometer eggs for. You guys can decide for yourself, but I'm still going to provide you the 100% IVs. Diglett is going to be 386, Smoochum is going to be 738, Shinx is going to be 500, and then Croagunk is going to be 544. So that's the eggs. Decide what you want. I'm going to vote no, but obviously it's up to you guys. There's the information, which leads us into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be the field research. There's some pretty good field research going out there, so let's check those out. We have Catch 5 Pokemon, which is going to be a Murkrow encounter, shiny in there, 667. Catch 15 Pokemon for the backwards hat Croagunk. Task level is going to be 408. Then we have Make 3 Nice Throws for a Skitty encounter with a shiny, 316. Make 3 Great Throws, Eevee, 459. Then we have Make 5 Great Throws for a Marini encounter, 416 for the Hundo. Use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon for the fashionable Blitzel, 378. Take a snapshot of Glameow in the wild for a Glameow encounter, 400. And then take 3 snapshots of wild Pokemon for a Furfrou encounter, and 905. So the take 3 snapshots of wild Pokemon is going to be my favorite encounter here because Furfrou is going to be a huntable Pokemon. Very, very important, especially with all the shinies and all the trim changes and form. It's just like a lot for you guys to get after, especially for all you unique shiny hunters out there. There are some great looking shinies in the Furfrou collection, and then we are on to the timed research. The timed research is use 3 berries to help catch Pokemon for a lure module, catch 5 Pokemon for 5 Pokeballs, and take 5 snapshots of wild type Pokemon for 5 Nanab berries. You're gonna battle a quirky challenger, which we will check out here in a second. Battle a fashion challenger for a backwards hat Croagunk, which obviously can be shiny. Make 5 great curveball throws for 10 great balls. Take a snapshot of Marini in the wild for 10 raspberries. Catch a Furfrou for 25 Furfrou candy. Battle a rugged challenger. Battle a fashion challenger for a hat Diglett. Then we have take 10 snapshots of wild type Pokemon for 2 silver Pineapple berries. Use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon for 10 Pineapple berries. Make 3 excellent curveball throws for 25 great balls. Power up to Pokemon 10 times for 20 Ultra Balls. Catch 15 Pokemon for 2 golden raspberries and battle a cool challenger. And to interrupt here for a second, remember, if you are powering up Pokemon to save Stardust, you are going to want to power up level 1 Pokemon. Power those up 4 times and then power up another level 1 Pokemon to save the most amount of Stardust. And then battle a fashion challenger for an Absol with glasses. Okay, so that's unique. As of right now, it does look like Absol is gonna have a shiny costume in there as well, which is really cool. And you will be able to Mega Evolve all of the costume Pokemon, from my understanding, if you do have these Pokemon, which is really cool, so definitely hunt that Absol. And the challengers are as follows. Quirky Challenger has Matron Trim Furfrou, Marini and Hat Diglett. Rugged Challenger is gonna be Diamond Trim Furfrou, Fashionable Blitzel, and Sunglasses Absol. And then the Cool Challenger will be the Star Trim Furfrou, the Frillish Female, and the Backward Hat Croagunk. So with all that said, now let's get into tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to look at the raid battles going on. For the 1-star raids, we do have Diglett, Shinx, Croagunk, Scraggy, and Furfrou. So most of these do have shinies. I would suggest if you don't want to go after these, to at least do one of them because the costumes do count towards unique raids done. And remember, we're getting 2 free raids per day. For the 3-star raids, we do have Butterfree, we have Curlia, we have the Absol. All 3 are shinies with glasses, and then we have Marini in there as well. Remember, each one is going to be a unique contribution towards your Platinum Unique raid badge. So definitely do that. 5-star raids is going to be the Yveltal, which does have the shiny debut, so if you are going to want to do that Pokemon, you want the playlist up here to be able to get it. And then finally, in the Mega Raids, we do have Lopunnies. So for out there, check out the best of the best in that playlist that I just put up there for you guys to see if Yveltal is going to be worth your time, but the shiny is out and it's very cool. Get after these Pokemon to hunt, to collect the shinies, and to have a lot of fun. I want to make sure that you guys enjoy this event because costume shinies, while we might get sick of them sometimes, as the game does go on, they become more rare, more exclusive, more desirable, and it does increase your trade leverage when you are traveling or when you're going after some of these Pokemon. So there are definitely Pokemon that you do want to get after while they are out, and there are some pretty good Pokemon, especially the Curlia, that you can get that XL Candy Gum to stock up for the Mega Gardevoir that will be coming out hopefully in the next year in Pokemon Go. So Get out there, have fun, enjoy yourself. Thank you for tuning in. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.